Okay, I'm going to show you how I'm going to replace a button that fell off a pair of my jeans, and show you a good way to replace it so that the new button will stay put. So I have a button that fits in the through the buttonhole just right, and I'm going to set that aside, and I cut a square of scrap denim, or I guess it's a rectangle, to go inside the waistband of the jeans. So there's this hole right here where I can stick my tweezers inside and just feel around that there's, two layers of the waistband, and I'm sticking my tweezers inside there to feel around and see that there's actually a space where this little patch can go inside, in between. So it won't be ugly back here and it won't be ugly in the front. It'll be inside. So I'm going to pinch with my tweezers in the middle of my little patch. And this is kind of tricky, but you just kind of stick your tweezers in between the layers. Maybe I'll take the edge and see if I can do it this way. So take the edge of the tweezers and just kind of scoot it into the layers. See, it's not in the back. It's in between the layers of the waistband. So this is kind of an imperfect thing, but you kind of get it. You just got to stick your tweezers in there and sort of flatten it out with your fingers so that you have something that you can sew through, a piece of denim that you can sew through to anchor the button where it belongs. And I can feel that that is not perfectly flat in there. It's not even close to perfectly flat. It's kind of flat. And I'm going to go with it. That's going to be okay for me. And I can kind of scoot the denim, like the frayed part of the denim waistband aside. And you can kind of see that patch is inside there. And again, it's not on the back side. It's in between the layers. So I have a little bit of denim in there for me to sew the button to. So now that I've got that in there, I can set my tweezers aside, and I've threaded my needle, and I'm just going to line my button up on top of that frayed spot, and bring my needle from behind. Oops. And that's just about right. And then I'm going to put my button on just the way I normally would. But because I put that piece of denim inside the waistband, now I have something like a sturdy piece of denim to sew the button to. If I didn't do that, then I'm still sewing it to I'd end up sewing around that really frayed portion of the waistband, and that isn't going to last as long. But by putting the little piece of denim in there, then it's much more likely to last as far as a mending job goes. And I'm going to finish sewing my button on, and just the way I normally would, and tie it off. And that is how I replace a store-bought button that falls off a pair of jeans, which has happened to me, unfortunately, more than once.